a man out in the heat, something like that. But I took my chances, and the thrill of the fight. There's something in a man and his will to survive. It's the eye of the tiger and something or other, rising up to the challenge of our rivals. And the last known survivor, something or other, and the something and something or other of the tiger. Well, there you go. Something, it's like 7 odd in the 7:30, nearly 8 really. In the mornings, something is pulling me, luring me, gravitating me. It's 8. It's been going on a couple of days. You've got to go to the auction house today. Alright. But it's raining and shit. I finally found my wet weather gear, so that's good. It's raining and shit. Alright, so alright, let's just don't pay the ferryman, just go hang on, let me do this. Yeah, as I was stumble bumming and mumbling, something's just like the Huckers up at Ginger Market, something was luring me to say hey. Because I totally forgot it was that day. Someone said hey, something mystical. Oh, this is all very mystical and all, but you reckon you could hurry it up a bit? Cowboy bebop. So, something's luring me and dragging me to the auction house. Great weather for it, thanks. Spirit world. So, I don't know what it is, but I'm going to go there for some reason. Might be just to keep me on this sober train, you know, keep me occupied and all that sort of shit. The sober train's been amazing. It's a freaking miracle. People that know me were like, that can't be true. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Well, there you go. Don't pay the ferryman. So, I got a wonderful sleep last night. I've been like on the sober train. I'm just coffee and myself all day long. Hey, no one gives me any dough through that, by the way, anymore. I got like $20. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I sort of wake up quite a number of times during the night because all this coffee flow through me, but I've been getting some wonderful sleep. My hours have, returned and have done for quite some time. Waking up at like 6:30 in the morning and slowly but surely sort of putting shit together and getting things done. And yeah, we're in that transitional stage, and I hate that word transition now because it's been damaged. Yeah, in that transitional stage of never being in someone's blind spot. Don't pay the ferryman. So whilst I slow down to be his blind spot, and or at least be aware. And in that transitional stage when the weather's trying to break through, it's trying to break through in the spring. And that's that's not exactly really happening right now. Yeah. Oh god, the weather radar over Japan, and my bloody hell, over the last week. And the winds they don't know who's going to dominate, they're going west, they're going east, they're going northeast, they're going northeast, northeasterlies, and then south and southwest, and it's just all over the freaking shop. Yeah. But alas, I'm up again, sober. It doesn't sound like it because I'm off my freaking, in the nutball city limits. I probably need to go to Australia for a few months and re-normalise. Speaking of Australia, yeah, I know the name of that bloke now. I recall it. Bruce in AUS, Bruce in Australia, Bruce in Oz. This old bloke, he just like a really great channel he's got, a real nice, humble sort of chap. He doesn't cuss all day long. He doesn't say, oh, for fuck's sake and shit like that when this don't fucking work. He fixes all this old machinery, old trucks and diesel engines and freaking this, that and the other. And top bloke, and you can learn so much from him. Yeah, I'm just like, I know that other people when they watch him, they're fascinated and just seeing exudes from this bloke, and he's so happy to, like, he loves his channel, he loves reading the comments and stuff like that, and he loves, like, you can see he really enjoys teaching people, you know. Great bloke. Yeah, that's the kind of granddad you need, mate. Mine never fucking spoke a word, but he never ever spoke to me. He just looked at me with sneering eyes, never ever even fucking spoke to me. How about that? Great family I had. Not. Alright, let's soldier on and continue. I want that guy as my, what do you call it? Vicarious? Shit, I was about to have it. The word nearly came. You know, when you have a mother, but it's not really a mother, you know, that word. You know how they inject, like, the thingies into other people, they have your baby. Oh, whatever. I'm getting a bit fogged up here. I'm going to do something about it. I was getting a bit fogged up there. Surrogate. That's all. My surrogate grandfather. I like that. Anyways. Shit. Yeah, I was getting really fogged up, so I feel get that domestically thing going. Full blast that fan, then we can start seeing some cheap up, some cross flow with some air there. That's good. Imagine being up in the mountains now, all that fog and shit. That's what my father was telling me years ago. He was up in the mountains, he was driving, and it was that foggy when he opened the door and looked down, and he was following the white line. He just goes, right there. So I learned that. It's probably the only thing I ever learned from him. But yeah, I learned that. To follow the white line, that'll get you out of trouble. Right on, I'm going to concentrate a bit because the weather's really shit. Seeing these planes coming out of the fog, it's like, wow, man. I wouldn't want to be old school flying in the fog. Japan Airlines. Mate, if you're ever in Japan, you go to the old supermarket there and get yourself some, not if you're a vegan, get yourself some gel beef consomme soup. Oh, that'll wake you up. Oh yeah. This chap's deciding that he's going to go on the highway. We don't know where he's going. What are we doing? Where are we going? What's going on right now? Maybe he's pretending that he wanted to go there, but really he's cutting in on all these. Yeah, that's what he's doing. I had to search in his mind to see what was happening, because I kind of feel bad taking our lane. Yeah. See, we should be able to see in a couple of minutes another one coming out of the fog. Imagine old school. I was thinking about that when I was driving along. I sort of started to delineate ideas over there, and I'm like, hang on, I'm driving here. What? Alzheimer's, and I was thinking old school. What do you do? Like your altimeter and your speed and your pressure and bloody blahs and all these gauges, and you got to rely on your gauges like old school. With your navigation, try to figure out where the frick you are. But when you're in really heavy fog, you've only got like maybe 30-50 meters or something of. It can get worse than that. It can get really dense, right? So what do? Or you can crash. But yeah, gonna have to learn some more about that stuff. Hey, like how can they get like more exacting? Fair enough, you got your fog lights at your airports and shit like that. But if it's real, I was thinking about, alright, so you got your speed and distance and your airspeed, and you can calculate and triangulate and do something, I don't know what I'm talking about. And then, but what if it's really crazy rough weather, and then you're blown all over the show, and then your airspeed, you can't really sort of calculate it correctly. I don't know what I'm talking about. Get a move on there, son. This section's kind of a bit bullshitty. I thought I was going to be sort of a bit late, and I'm juiced up on coffee. But just checked the time, and I'm actually I expected it anyways. At this time, most of the rush in town, at least, is sort of done with. The morning rush, sort of heading towards 9 o'clock. People are usually at the office around 9 anyway, so I got a really good run on the big monstrosity up until then, and that's where it becomes congested right there, because up further on there's a big toll booth, and that delegates those chaps to all the subjugated areas where they've got to go to. The ball and chains. Yeah. Well, they keep the country going though, don't they? It's better than this country. Shit, it's a whole lot better living here than. But God, man. Inside. What's happened to ours? Anyways. Alright, so what did we check out this morning? A cringe panda. She put on a... I couldn't get through the whole video. I haven't been able to get through the whole video of hers. She did a live stream, but I was sleeping at that time. But anyways, a whole bunch of the crazies, the Miss Gay Universe or some bloody thing, all these nutball city limit creatures, and they've been indoctrinated into this path from a very young age, because the bad people have gotten to all these people like it's happened. Look at just the last 20 years, and they've gotten to them. It's a tactic, and it's a part of the extermination tactic, for people to self-exterminate, to not breed. It's all about that. There's so many tactics designed to stop people from breeding, and you got all these apes out there going, oh, I'm a fucking, I don't have any gender or some bullshit, and this and the other, and all these nutball city limit apes, they're just deltas, and and they're just gammas, deltas, and epsilons, really. That's all they are. And but it's been going on for a whole lot longer than 20 years, if one can examine it, and use something called math that they're taking out of the school systems too. Homeschool. You can't homeschool in Sweden. Funny that, isn't it? Anyways, this tactic's been going on for a long time. Because imagine, like, some kid comes home and says, "Hey, I want to have, bits cut off me," and they go, "Okay." Your parents, "Oh, okay." And they're just gammas, deltas, and epsilons, aren't they? So, should we even bother to help them if they're that stupid? Well. I don't know, maybe it's best that compassion is compassion and honour is honour and all, but others might, the ones that haven't been got yet, they've been got. They got, and salty cracker. And the ones that we are still savable, maybe we should just concentrate on them instead and show them the way and the path. Yeah. Well. So, I don't know. I just can't get through an entire video of hers, because she does great work, but just the crazies that they're on about, her faith and all that, I don't follow any of that, so there's certain things I don't agree with her about, but she's definitely, there's a lot of others too that are out there on the front lines and just sort of trying to explain to people, this is that ain't the path. My path is better, and her path is better. It's true. But shit, those whack jobs, the nutball city limit people, that ain't the path. They're just that's not the path. All these filth breeds want to bring them into the fold, Yep, that is not the path. Oh well, what can you do? Let's concentrate on the ones that are savable. About 1:45 now. We've got delightful lunchtime, so we've got this delightful tea. That's the brown stuff. This is really delicious stuff, especially if it's hot, which it isn't. Blustery, cold rainy, intermittent heavy rain, and then nothing. Delightful. We have a delightful bento here. I'm not supposed to poke your. I'm not supposed to do that, but I think it's convenient. Anyways, I haven't bought many things, but I've bought some really sort of pretty groovy stuff. And so I was able to found this Abarebugyo in one of the crates of stuff, and there's a whole bunch of stuff in there that I didn't want but other chaps did want, and another fellow wanted this too, so I had to go into a bidding war. Nah, it wasn't a war, but it was like he wanted it and I wanted it, and that's cool. He jumped on something else instead, because I had to go over him. But this is a beautifully made Abarebugyo, and it's not old, but I would say, judging by that type of screw, I'd say it was actually made to be used. And so back in the day, you get them, the firefighters would use these, and there was actually riols, schools and training schools to actually utilize these as weapons too. But in general, they were used. See, the samurai were the only ones that were allowed to carry bladed weaponry. Well, the katanas themselves and wakizashi, but others would carry sort of daggers and things like that. So some bladed weaponry were carried, but firefighter dudes would carry stuff like this, and it was actually used also as a weapon. But in general, it would be used to in times of fire, and you can pull tatami mats out and stuff like that, drag things out of the way. And so this is actually made to be used, and I would say it's like, maybe due to that being pressed, it's not welded at all. I've seen some that have been welded, and it's actually made in the old ways. Heat shrunk rings, and it's well made indeed. Look at that. It's all forged and forged and pressed, and they've placed, as generally they do, like even the Edo period ones, 1603 to 1868, would have these type of wedges in here. It's the right type of wood and everything. And they've made it even more sturdy by placing a screw in here. So this is actually made to be used. So I would say 1940s, 1950s, something like that. Something that could be even earlier. Yeah, maybe 1930s. Something that was maybe even slightly earlier than that. Yeah, we could even go back to the Taisho period, because of how it's been forged. So it's hard to say exactly when it was made. Yeah, so I would say that, yeah, you've got your brass pieces in there, and it's this is a serious unit. So I'm very pleased. I picked it out of the crate, and I said, oh, what about just this? Sometimes you can do that instead of just buying everything at once. Like sometimes you have to buy everything in the crate. That's the way the seller wants it. Sometimes we pick apart things. Oh, I'm interested in that, I'm interested in that, and some other people, we go to a bidding war on that and that. It's great for the auction house, great for the sellers. Not so good for the buyers, really. But, sometimes. But at least you don't go to a bidding war with buying a whole bunch of other stuff that it's not your field, So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Auctions are, because you never know what's going to show up. Managed to get this really cool taiko drum, beautiful condition, not old, and it's quite well made actually. So and it's a decent size too. So. And some other chaps were keen on that too, and they knew I was keen on it, so we all had a laugh about that, and bidding wars. But your rivals but you're friendly, your rivals but your friends, so that's good. Got some camping type of gear, and some weights and things like sporty type of stuff, and some stuff for the market. So Yeah, it was alright. Some things I didn't manage to get. It went way over what I wanted, some stuff, and I didn't. And you know, I'm on a very tight budget, so that's cool. But I got to see some. I'm heading back there, you know, soon. But got to see some mates that I haven't seen in quite a while, and so it's great. So yeah, I'm having a fantastic day, and it's really calm, you know. So it's really good, and I'm gonna wait till real late before I load up, so just to make sure, like, when the people, a lot of guys want to get in, get their stuff and get out quick, and it's a real frenzy. And I don't want to stay that extra few hours, but I'm gonna do it anyways, hang out with the guys, have a bit of a laugh and a joke, and so I can just cruise in, no stress, load up, go. That's the plan. Yeah. It ain't too good. It says it's 11 degrees, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It feels like a whole lot less. Windy and just shit. It says that it's going to be a top of 14 degrees, but I don't see that happening. Nope. Alright, better head back. Well, I figured I'd go in before the market finished. That was probably the least stressful load up ever. Go in before the market finished, and the car park was empty. All the trucks were there, but no one was there trying to load stuff up, and all the mad rush and frenzy. So I said to mate, what do you reckon? I could probably get in right now. He said, yeah, get it done. So I grabbed my rig, and then I figured I'll put all the stuff in it, and we paid up, and then I figured I'll come here and then get the tarp out and go over it like that. Turns out a chap and I had both bid on that Tyco drum, and our mate was saying, mate, you're going too high on that, and turns out that I thought I had gotten it and acquired it, and then turns out that the chap that was also bidding on it at the end, he was one of the initial first people to bid on it, so they went with him, because I sort of stuttered it. It was like, what, should I go any higher, sort of thing, and it turns out I didn't get it. I thought I did, because I said, how am I going to get around the back there and get that Tyco out, and a bloke that speaks English, he said, you know what, I don't think you actually commandeered that. I don't think you actually got it. And so I'm like, righto, and so I became within budget then. I was like, oh, alright, fair enough, because I was a bit worried, I kind of paid too much, and that was alright. So things kind of come about okay. I got there was this go board here that sort of, they had a shogi board and a few things, and they had some like other stuff that they chucked in, but I wanted the pieces from some other set, and I believe it was from some other set, and that was all sort of in a compilation together, and I was like, shit, I just want that, I don't want all this other stuff, I'm gonna have to throw it all out. Anyways, I got this groovy chin-up bar thing. I'm like, man, the one I've got isn't really solid, it's just for hanging off, it's not for doing chin-ups. So I'm thinking I'll take this to market, and if I don't sell it, at least I've got a chin-up bar, and I've got and I can do the back exercises too with that also, so stretching the lower back, because I've still got that, I feel it right now, to be honest. That'll never cease. Got some exercise bikes, as I said. I wouldn't mind getting some more, because some elderly people have been interested and been buying a few of those sort of things off me, these treadmill-y things and stuff, and they're heavy, they're 30 kilos, they're new, and they're in their things, gross weight's 33 kilos, so I've got 4 of them, and so I was like, righto. I got some, my mate bought a bunch of junky tools, and he's like, shit, I can't fit them in my rig, can you take them? I'm like, alright, fair enough. So I got some junk, they're all in there, and another one. We got these, got these cool, nifty BB guns and Nerf guns and stuff like that. And mate's like, hey, that'd be great for the market, you know. And why don't you have a go at those? And so quite a few chaps were keen on those, and I figured I'm just going to have to. Hang on, let me try to figure out what else I got here. I've got that cool Toby Gucci, right, I mentioned earlier. Yeah, those spinning bikes. Got this really cool hammock. I think that might be okay for the market if it sells, and might be okay for me to kick back in it. It was really cheap, no one wanted it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So I actually came in under budget and had that excellent bento. And mate said he's got some left over. He said, oh, why don't you take that? So, righto. Hey, you got to do what you got to do to survive, mate, to survive. Brought my coffee on, he does that too. So yeah, got to chat with some of the chaps and have a good time. There was a bloke, another Floridian bloke showed up, and he's friends with this other American bloke, and they came along. We had a good laugh with them and a bit of a chatty poo, so it was good. He's here on holidays. He's heading out in a week or two, and my mate bought this really groovy bicycle, and he said, oh yeah, why don't you spin around on that for a week? And he's like, oh shit man, thanks. So that's cool. And then he's going to do it up and flog it off, and then he's going to the weather's on and he gets some time, he's keen to come to the markets again. He came along to that really groovy market I go to, and he's keen to come along again too. It's a great laugh, and he said, oh, hopefully we can get a space next to each other, because they had a sort of, one mate was over there, one mate over there, I was over here, so hopefully we can all be together and we sort of just have a laugh and joke throughout the day, throughout the weekend, and have a good time, you know. So okay, I'm going to head back now. I think I'll do okay with these bits and pieces. I had a nice, no stress, just relaxing day. It was really worthwhile doing. There you are. Yeah, okay. I'm going to head on out now, and that shall be it. I should get something on to scuff this up. This lady was up there doing some stretching exercise, I noticed up there. Another bloke was doing some on this. They got this stretchy bar thing over there, and he's doing his hip thing here, and there's this little kid with him, and she's got one of those unicycle things, and I could never use one of those. Balance around on one of those. It looked like I'm on the wonky juice or something. Well, I noticed my battery's running out, but alas, I've got my battery in the bag, and the bag's roped up behind there. So. Okay, let's just head on out, shall we? Oh, I didn't even notice it. The plane, master plane. He was like just there. Wow. Oh, hopefully that thing's built good. There's been a lot of speculation of late about the hiring principles. The hiring policies of Boeing of late, and there's been a lot of hesitancy, shall I say. Hesitancy, shall I say, about people even wanting to fly ever again. In fact, some people are saying that they're just not going to fly. You know, the opinion is that instead of hiring the best people, you know, the best qualified and capable and proven, you know, capabilities and understanding of this, of what the position entails, it's more like they've gone with the woke concepts, and that's, you know, in my opinion, how you want to do the woke thing, and you know, just bend your own genetic line or whatever, go ahead. But this is a safety issue, man. You know, and it's coming out, isn't it? How many machines have had have had some serious issues in recent times, and it will get worse if the policies are just, let's just get that bloke over there. Yeah, what about this bloke? He knows what he's doing, you know? Nah, don't worry about it. She'll be right, mate. She'll be right, mate. Export light, mate. Yeah, not a good idea. You should hire people on merit. And I think that any sensible person will agree with that if they're about they're about to hop on the plane, mate. You know? Yeah. If they're about to get in the rig, they want the dudes in front that are flying the bloody thing to know what they're doing. They want the dudes that are fixing the things to know, making the things to know what they're doing, designing the things to know what they're doing, and the dudes that are maintaining the things, and the dudes that are sorting out how much it can carry and certain amounts of fuel, and all the navigation people and the people in the tower and the whole kit and caboodle that goes along with it. You know, you want these people to give a shit about what they're doing and be qualified. Thus speak the great sage of the East. I'm having a bloody good day today. I'm having a look over these things. These are rad, man. While I was sitting at the traffic light back there, I figure I better get on the big monstrosity because it was just bumper to bumper down there. And looking at some of these units, and they're freaking awesome, eh? We've got the M4A1 carbine over there. We've got a few shotgun deals and Nerf guns too. These BB things, and some unit over there. It's some kind of gamer kind of gun thing which you put your phone on, and rad unit. We'll check them out on the morrow. Yeah, we'll open up all these boxes and see what we got. Ghastly windage. I'm glad I put that tarp on, that's for sure. I was going to do it anyways, just for safety reasons and all that. I was just pondering away and recall that there was a bunch of weight sets and stuff there at the market there, and some good ones there. My mate went for them and they went pretty high, and he got bounced out. And there was these other ones at the back there. He said, you might do okay with those at the market there, and they'll go cheap because they're just the cheapies. And I said, yeah, alright, I'll give that a whirl. So I picked up some weights and this barbell that sort of looks more plasticky than anything else. What's going on there? But yeah, you know, it might be okay. Take them all to the market, and maybe someone will buy those things. That all came with that chin-up bar. So I'm alright with that. Yeah, I do so declare, I do believe that all this shitty weather, we're going to get past it. Yeah, because it looks okay over there. Okay, relatively speaking. And it's ghastly awful over there. So I think it might be okay. Another like 15 minutes or so, I reckon, on this big monstrosity, and we should be back at the ranch. I can see the Fukuoka Tower right over there, with the flashing its light, the safety light thing on the top of that thing. Yeah, so we're halfway there. Alright, food time. It's just a bit after 5. I'm surprised I was able to get off the big monstrosity and go 1, 2 into the 3rd and 4th turning lanes, and dudes just stopped for me. Oh, thank you. I got across so easily. I was thinking I might have to, generally I would go around and then go and do a U-turn and turn around and do all this bizzo. I was just thinking of, I was chatting with this bloke, he speaks English, and very well indeed, and I met him years ago at a different auction, and he works at that one there. I said to him today, I said, mate, we were talking about something about drinking or something, because one of the guys had a pretty heavy drink the night before, and because this other bloke, he said to me, I got this bloke pretty drunk last night, because he's over here on holidays for a while, and we got to chatting about this other bloke and I said, shit, mate, I haven't had a drink. It's like a freaking miracle for 3 weeks. And he goes, what? Are you serious? I'm like, yeah. I said, when was the last time you had a drink? And he goes, let's see now. He goes, 25 years. No shit. He had a bit of trouble with his tummy, and so I believe that's why he stopped drinking. And I think he told me that. And mate, this bloke, he's always happy, he's always smiling, he's always cheerful, and he'll laugh and joke, and he's a great bloke. He helps you out all the time, carrying shit, and just a great bloke. I really like him. I've always liked him from the very get-go. Oh, look at that, we've got a mountain hawk, haven't we? And he's just always happy all the time, you know? That's something to think about, isn't it? Begrudgingly, I'm here. I found I ran out of kerosene, and just to get over the next few days. I mean, it's going to get warm. Shan't be long now. Local dinky home plaza Nafcol. This is a smaller one, but it's the closest one to get some Toll-U kerosene. And you know, I'm going to get in the biz of buying those. They come up at the auction houses every now and again, and figure out how to dismantle them and put them together, and got the space to chuck them now, so because they're worth a pretty penny. You know, could whack one of those, I reckon, that size on the back of the truck, and she'll be right. Hello, Lynette. Alright. I'm not too pleased to have to come out in the cold. They're usually a whole lot more cheery than that. I haven't met her before. Okay, right, let's get this done.
In the worlds before Monkey, primal chaos reigned. Heaven sought order, but the phoenix can fly only when its feathers are grown.
Yeah, that bloke's got the same engine that I've got, so I know the issues with that, and I heard about it. So I tried my method. Took a while, and got it going, and it didn't want to idle. Went bleh, and then we're like, oh shit, and then it was difficult to get it going again. Once we got it going, when I did get it to start, it went high idle, because I asked him, is it the motor warm or cold? He said it's cold. And I'm like, righto. And so I did the method, and got it going after a bunch of kicks. The auto choke immediately cut in, and so it went to a real high idle, and then after a while it slowed down, but nowhere near as fast as mine, as soon as mine would. And then it just decided to cut out, and then shit, we eventually got it going again. And his method, he gives a bit of a compression, a few compressions sort of goes, and then boom, he kicks it, and it seems to, that method worked out alright. And then it went to high idle again, then it went to low idle, and then I said, oh, chuck your helmet on before it stalls again, and I kept it revving. But then, strangely, it went to high idle again, like the auto choke coming in again. So I had heard before that chaps, they discard the auto choke, having issues with them, so they just get rid of that. And clearly he's having auto choke issues. That's what's wrong with it. So yeah, I mentioned that to him. Auto choke ne tokidoki hit those gomi choke Monday. Sometimes they have problems Mondays with the auto choke, so they throw it away. And so I'm sure he'll probably chat to a mechanic about it, and I think it's a very well known issue with that engine. I said, zettai onaji engine, zettai onaji mondai aru. I've got exactly the same engine and I have the same problem. People laugh. He's a nice young chap. Yeah, we got him on his way, so that's good. But yeah, as he was going, the auto choke was clearly was on and running high idle, so there's definitely an issue with that. But yeah, it's kind of cool knowing that you got some knowledge of that particular thing, so you can sort of help out, and it's nice, you know. He's like, oh, thanks man, that's really cool, and give him an idea of this thing's going to continue to have those issues. So he said he paid Nimango CNN for it, 250,000 yen, and he goes, oh, the battery's starting to come around a bit, just like mine. The battery has a little bit of power, but not enough to kick it over. And I told him about, I've got another one, and the starter motor is easy to get to, but this one, this model, I changed one on mine, and it was a bastard to get to and change. I showed him which bolt I had to take out, and yeah, a fun, nice guy, that one. Shit. Bloody thing. They're very, very similar to the issues that I was having. So yeah, I'm sure he's going to continue to have those problems. Talk to a mechanic and about the auto choke. The mechanic will probably whip it off in 5 minutes, and that should help him to get along there. And hopefully, just like me, I want to get a decent battery, one that's, I know the charging system's okay, it's just the battery's too old, and I think he's well keen to get a decent battery for his too. Bloody things, bloody motors. But that was fun to be able to, we got it going, so that's cool, and he was really happy, so great. I helped a young guy in town when he crashed and he couldn't get his gear lever to work. It was bent in, and we used the rudimentary tools that he had and used them in an unorthodox way, and we were able to solve the issue. So there you go. Well, sometimes I rein in for a damsel in distress, but you know, I'll help a young bloke out too. Doesn't matter. Help anyone out. So there you go. Now let's get inside. I'm quite warm now. I'm trying to kick that bloody thing over. He is too. I said, oh, it's probably flooded a bit now, so we better wait a minute and see if we can get that thing to go again. It feels like it's low on compression. It feels like that pulley thing. He said he had the pulley thing changed, so it feels a little bit different to mine. But I'm aware of that particular model. So yes, the issues with it. God, if I had like a tremendous amount of dough, I'd buy $1 billion home now. I'd buy a new battery for my scooter, yeah.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.